the P Square family saga. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the URP WG Jackson, and you're welcome back to WG Series. Now, I didn't want to make any video about this, but unfortunately, I just discovered that this fell into my niche. My niche is talking about friends, family, relationship, marriage. This is family matter and it's deep. To my greatest shock, in less than 10 hours when I posted a video yesterday, early hours of this morning, in less than 12 hours, see, I got over 62,000 views. Now, am I making this video because of the engagement? No. Honestly, no. I don't care about the engagement. I don't care. But I discovered that people need to learn from this. I'm trying to ask how, why, what happened, what went wrong. Now, Peter came out to talk about the CAC registration of Northside Music, Northside Entertainment. He also spoke about how come that the bank statement would be carrying the address of his wife, of Jude's wife. Now, this is where, because I'm trying to think like these three guys, I'm trying to understand why a family issue, yes, it's business, but whether you take it from them, they are brothers. These guys are brothers. And even Paul and Peter are binded by bet, not even blood. And it has gotten to this stage that property, money, deceit, dishonesty has now not just divided these brothers, have now made them to start taking themselves to court. Because whoever, if as Peter took Jude's company to court, they will summon the owner of that company, which is Jude. How did they get here? To an extent that even Peter is saying that he does not want to celebrate his birthday on the 18th anymore. I know you guys will see what his birthday, you don't understand. He's tormented by the trauma of his brother that is supposed to be one with him. It's not with him. So he runs out of the environment where he's supposed to be enjoying his birthday. He runs out so he can forget about it and put work ahead of a day everyone is supposed to thank God. Father, thank you for making me see my birthday. Instead, it torments him. And he said it. If you watch the video, he said it. Peter has done part 6. Most of you have watched the video. You also need to watch the video of Jude Okoye. Now, Jude is claiming that Peter has been dodging court appearances, that this matter has been in court for 2 years now. And him, Jude, his travel documents have been seized and his account has been frozen. Yes, Peter showed us evidence. And I think Peter waited at the right time to strike. This thing has been eating him up for years. Everyone knows right now, his hit song, I Can't Look Away, is going global. Peter is like on top of the world right now. Peter is back on his feet. Peter is back. There's something Peter said in his previous video. He said, when P Square was here, Burna Boy, Davido, who are they? They were here. Aren't we supposed to be competing with them? Now, P Square is here. They are here. And it's true. We all grew up to get to know P Square as the dream team of what a music superstar should look like. I watched them growing up. I did their dance in school. I imitated Peter. Then, if you P Square, they were like the Michael Jackson to Africans. Those guys really, really meant a lot to the music industry for those of us that had passion. Because then we didn't have people dancing, and they were doing it, and it was cool. Now, fast forward. The matter of ground. Peter said that Paul even insults his wife and showed us evidence in the last video, part 6 he posted. Can you imagine? Peter's wife trying to compliment Paul. Remember, all of us that are watching, we don't really know how, where, and how it happened. You're only trying to analyze the situation because we all love P Square. The reason I'm doing this video is to educate people. Please, guys, especially elder brothers, never you take your younger brothers for granted. Don't. Younger brothers are supposed to be handled as men. I think the problem is that Jude, along the line, did some certain things wrong, and instead of communicating with Peter as a man, a father, and a husband, he was communicating with him as his younger brother. Seeing him as his younger brother, hey, what can you do? Now, Peter is not sure what he can do. Peter is in money. Peter's music is going well around the world. Peter is on price tag. His business, Zip Republic, is moving well. But Jude, his account has been frozen. His travel document has been frozen, has been seized. Jude said he cannot say anything again on social media because he won't say the one that he will say now. The court will use it against him and throw him in jail. Peter can say all he wants to say because he's a complainant. He is the defendant. So he needs to be careful and wait till the court gives their final judgment before he could come out and speak. Let him not go and speak against what the court wants to use to maybe try their case. And remember, if you watch Jude's video on social media, Jude spoke about the evidence that Peter has been receiving dollars since February 2017. And showed an account statement of how the money came in and how they splitted it. That Peter said he has never received dollars, but he has been receiving dollars according to Jude. Guys, the house in Atlanta, if you guys can remember, according to Peter, Peter said that they shared the houses after their mother died. They shared their properties, and he got the house in Atlanta. All of a sudden, because of the inflation and bad economy, all of a sudden, the Naira came down, dollar went up. So he became more richer. All of a sudden, he was where he was overseas and got a call from the property realtor or whatever, the in charge of the house, telling him that you didn't tell me you guys want to sell your house. I was like, you didn't know. Now, when he came to ask Jude, how far? Because they had a show, Jude snubbed him and he felt embarrassed and he didn't perform in that show and he went back home. You understand? And he needed 30 million naira to balance, I think, Paul. He didn't have the money. He went to Jude and said, please give me 30 million. Jude didn't give him 30 million. Jude didn't give him 30 million. Where did he get the 30 million? He went to go and meet his wife. You don't know how it feels for a married man when your wife knows say you get money. You now go and beg your wife to give you that money, and your wife tells you she doesn't have it. And it became more embarrassing that, according to Peter, that his wife Lola went to go and ask her father for that 30 million, and her father gave her that money. And she took it and gave it to her husband, Peter.